Wow, beautiful kids' poem. You will love Silverstone. Ring of grass. Ring of grass, crowns of flower, they are gone, 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 gone. First that have opened of whispering, her was gone, 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 gone. She is gone away where the rings are real, and the first have warmed that a woman can feel. Round and round, round goes the wheel, and she's gone, 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 gone. Rings of grass and crowns of flowers, gone, 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 gone. Castles of sands, with seashell towers, gone, 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 gone. She's gone away where the dreams are small, but the castles are rocks, and they never fall. And let me here to live among all that is gone, 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 gone. Rings of grassy, oh, why did they die away? Gone, 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 gone. Whispering hours, where didn't they fly away? Gone, 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 gone. And where is the wisdom to understand that years would crumble our castles of sands, and the flowers and grass turn brown in our hands when it's gone, 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 gone? They had a rotten convention. They had a rotten convention, and everyone was there. Hamburgers, face and gruesome grays, and the skulls with slimy hair. There was Mr. Mud, and the creeping crud, and the drooler, and the belching Bob, and there were three-headed Anne. She was holding hands with the whimpering, simpering slop. The unpronounceable name he came, and so did Saw Nose Dan, and the pooping pate, and the smelly fit, and the half-invisible man. There was sudden death and sweat-soaked breath, Big Buff, and the deadly bow, and the killing Dillion, and other villains we would never seen before. And we all sat around and told bad tales of the rottenest people we knew, and everybody, they kept asking, where were you? Runny's heading rapid. Runny lent a library. Runny lent to the library, and there were hundreds of books, history books and biography books, and lots of boring books. And he looked them over one by one, and guess which one he took? A Bind Snook in the poetry book, and oh, a Bommy Cook. Sarah Cynthia Celia Stout would not take the garbage out. Sarah Cynthia Slight Stout would not take the garbage out. She scoured the pots and scraped the pans, candied the yams and spaced the hams, and they would. And though her daddy would scream and shout, she simply would not take the garbage out, and so it piled up to the ceiling. Coffee ground, potato peeling, brown bananas, rotten peas, chunks of soaked cottage cheese. It filled the can, it covered the floor, it cracked the window and blocked the door with bacon rinds and chicken bones, drippy ends of ice cream cones, prawn pits and peach pits, orange peel, lumpy lumps of cold oatmeal, pizza crust and withered greens, soggy beans and tangerines, crust of black but buttered toes, grisly bits of beastly rolls. The garbage rolled down the hall, it raised the roof, it broke the wall, greasy napkins, cookie crumbs, globs of gooey bubble gum, cellophane from green bologna, rubbery macaroni, peanut butter caked in dry curdled milk and custard of pie, moldy melons, dried up mustard, eggshells mixed with lemon custard, cold French fries, and the rancid meat yellow lumps of cream and wheat. At last the garbage reached so high that finally it touched the sky, and all the neighbors moved away, and none of her friends would come to play. And finally Sarah Cynthia Sylvia Stout said, okay, I'll take the garbage out. But then of course it was too late. The garbage reached across the state from New York to the Golden Gate. And there in the garbage she did hate. Poor Sarah met an awful fate that I cannot right now relate, because the hour is much too late. But children, remember Sarah Stout, and always take the garbage out. Scum of the earth. There was a group called Scum of the Earth, and they say they got a birth in a basement bar on Greek Street down in Soho. The bassman he smoked grass, and the drummer he kicked ass, and the lead guitar ate speed while everybody boogied. The drummer's name was Mavis. He was a twice convicted rapist. They say he learned to play in a garbage band on Balham. He would cut out your heart for a dime, and he would keep lousy time. But the rest of the band was too damn scared to tell him. And the scum of the earth, they just keep boogieing on higher and higher until the fire was burned out and gone. And the scum of the earth, they just keep boogieing on. Now the bassman's names was biker. He dressed like a black jacket biker, but underneath his leathers he wore black lace silken panties. They say he sang his sweet love number directly to the drummer while he kept his eye on the guitar player's fanny on lead guitar. Was static. He was a hay health food fanatic. He lived on berries and nuts and had his scurvy and rickets. He did his yoga exercising and he kept on trying and trying. And finally he would send all the way over and lick it, and the scum of the earth would just keep booging on higher and higher until the fire was burned out and gone, and the scum of the earth was just keep booging on. Now one night, scum of the earth, it was playing for all there was worth. Guitar screams and the walls and the cymbal crashes louder, faster and higher till electric cords caught fire and the whole damn band was burned to a pile of ashes, and the scum of the earth, they just keep booging on higher and higher until the fire was burned out and gone, and the scum of the earth, they just keep booging on. Shadow rest. Every time I've rest my shadow when the sun was at my back, I always ran ahead of me, always got the best of me. But every time I've rest my shadow when my face was toward the sun, I won. She's my ever-loving machine. Hey boys, once I took her up in by a girl with a twinkle eye, and the first that I wasn't looking, she ran off with a handsome guy, oh my. But I'm an ingenious fellow, yeah. As soon as my train got uncurled, I tiptoed right down to my cellar and I built a mechanical girl. Of her arms are iron and her legs are steel. Her lips are on the wires attached to a wheel, and her spine is a coil that I now and then oil. She is my ever-loving machine. She has no trouble making her mind up, for I did not give her a mind, and her heart is a clock that I wind up, so I know that she will love me in time. Oh, she never complains when I say, stay out all night. She never complains I'm not rich, and each time I want to cuddle my tight, I simply turn to her switch. Oh, her arms are iron. My love is completely electric, and she gives me a shock with each hug, and when the romance gets too hectic, I simply pull out the plug. Oh, she always did what she was supposed to right up to the evening, and then she had an affair with the toaster and ran off and left me again. Oh, they won't let us show it on the beach, so they won't let us show it on the beach. They think we are gonna grab it if it gets within our reach, and they won't let us show it at the beach. But you can show it in the parlor to most anyone you choose. You can show it at the party with your second shot to booze. You can show it on the corner wearing overcoat and shoes, but you won't let us show it on the beach, so they won't let us show it on the beach, friends, and they won't let us show it on the beach. Oh, they are sure we are going to grab it if it gets within our reach, so they won't let us show it on the beach. But you can show it in the movies, in the cinematic screen. You can show it in the most sophisticated magazine. You can show it while you are bouncing on a high school trampoline, but they won't let you show it on the beach. But if you got a gun, it's legal to display it on your hip. You can show the butcher's knives to any interested kid, but if it made for loving, then you would better keep it hid, and they won't let you show it at the beach. Wow, sick. Sick, I cannot go to school today, said little Peggy and Mickey. I have a measles and a mumps, a gash, a rash, and a purple bumps. My mouth is wet, my throat is dry. I'm going to blind in my right eye. My tonsils are as big as the rocks. I've come to 16 chicken pox. And there is one more, that's 17. I don't think that's... You think my face looks grey? My leg is cut, my eyes are blue. It might be instamatic flu, a cough and a sneeze and a gasp and a choke. I'm sure that my left leg is broke. My hip hurts when I move my chin. My belly buttons giving in. My back is wrenched. My ankles spread. My appendix pains each time it runs. My nose is cold. My toes are numb. I have a silver in my thumb. My neck is stiff. My spine is weak. I hardly whisper when I speak. My tongue is filling with up my mouth. I think my head is falling out. My elbows bend. My spine's and straight. My temperature is 108. My brain is shrunk. I cannot bear. There is a hole inside my ear. I have a hangnail, and my heart is what's that? What's that you say? You say today is Saturday. Goodbye. I'm going out to play. Sing me a rainbow. Josie, it's been a long, hard day. Down the road to where it's at, I must have lost my way when I got there. They said I was too late now. You're the only one that can get me straight. So won't you sing me a rainbow, Josie? Roll me a song just tonight, make it right. Because it's been wrong for oh so long. There's a lot of shades of darkness, Josie, deep inside a man. So sing me a rainbow if you can. The rain I went to meet had come and gone. Seems like I spent all my time getting off and getting on. I sold my mind and gave my dreams away, and tomorrow I'll start looking round for yesterday. But till then, sing me a rainbow, Josie. Roll me a song just tonight, make it right, because it's been wrong for oh so long. There's a lot of kind of hunger, Josie, you don't understand. So sing me a rainbow if you can, if you can, if you can. Sing me a rainbow if you can. Skin Stealer. This evening I unzipped my skin and carefully unscrewed my head, exactly as I always do when I prepare myself for bed. And while I slept, the cuckoo came as naked as could be and put on the skin and screwed on my head that once belonged to me. Now, wearing my feet, he runs through the street in the most disgraceful way, doing things and saying things, doing things and saying things I would never do or say, tickling for the children and kicking the men and dancing the ladies away. So if he makes your bright eyes cry or makes your poor head spin, that scoundrel you see is not really me. He's a cuckoo who's wearing my skin. Sky seasoning. A piece of sky broke off and fell through the crack in the ceiling right into my soup. Kerplop! Kerplop! I really must state that I really hate lentil soup, but I ate every drop. Delicious, delicious, a bit like blast, but so delicious, goodness sake. I should have eaten a lentil soup lake. It's amazing the difference a bit of sky can make. Smart. My dad gave me a $1 bill because it was his smartest son. I was his smartest son and swapped it for 2 shiny quarters because 2 is more than 1. And then I took the quarters, I traded them to low. For 3 dimes, I guess he would know that 3 is more than 2. Just then along came one blind bet, and just because he can't see, he gave me 4 nickels for my 3 dimes, and 4 is more than 3. And I took the nickels to Haddam Combs down at the seed feed store, and the fool gave me 5 pennies for them, and 5 is more than 4. And I went and showed my dad, and he got red in the cheeks and closed his eyes and shook his head, too proud of me to speak. Snowball. I made myself a snowball. As perfect as could be, I thought I would keep it as a pet and I let it sleep with me. I made it some pajamas and a pillow for its head. That last night it ran away, but first it wet my bed. Somebody has to go polish the stars. They are looking a little bit dull. Somebody has to go polish the stars for the eagles and starlings and girls. Have all been complaining they are tarnished and worn. They say they won't. They want new ones we cannot afford. So please get your racks and your polishing jars. Somebody has to go polish the stars. Somebody stole my rig. I'm hauling 20 tons of the freight into New York State. Started thinking about Mary Jane. She lived over the hill. I had an hour to kill. I thought I would get it out of the rain. Oh my, she looked so fine. Had a bottle of wine. I would have myself a little bitty swing. Then I heard wheels of the cinders and I ran to the windows and somebody stole my ring. And oh, somebody stole my ring, somebody stole my ring. Heard wheels of the cinders and I ran to the windows and somebody stole my ring. And when I called up the cops, told them I'm tired to stop them. And nobody answered the phone, and so I called up the honey, told her send me bus money. She said, don't bother coming home. And so I called the boss and said the load was lost. I thought he would gonna flip his wig. Yeah, a moment, quick enjoyment. Now I'll be back on unemployment because somebody stole my wig, or somebody stole my wig, somebody stole my wig. Hey, a moment, quick enjoyment. Now I'm back on unemployment because somebody stole my ring. But if I ever get a job behind the wheel again, I would never gonna fool around. I would keep an eye on the road, an eye on the load. I would never even slow it down. I'll stay concerned with the lesson I learned. I bet it's gonna change my luck. And I'll never leave the truck to go visit no girl. I'm gonna bring the girls to the truck. Oh, somebody stole my rig. Somebody stole my rig. Moment, quick enjoyment. Now I'm back on unemployment because somebody stole my ring. Yeah, wheels on the center, and I ran to the windows and somebody stole my ring. Yeah, I tell you, my black book was in a glove compartment. That's what really bugs me. Ha ha. I didn't mind walking or losing my job or anything. Somebody stole my ring. I mean, what they could have borrowed it and asked me before. Beautiful. Somebody, some days here. When I have told you someday I would have a lot of money and you would see me grinning from ear to ear. Look in my pocket, the tiny garbage that I'm folding, baby. Some days here. And I told you some days I'm coming, driving up to the driveway in a Cadillac that's straight across from here today. Look out at the window, this ain't no Mack truck. I'm driving with some days here. Yeah, you should have stuck with me just a little bit longer when I was rattled. Then you should have stuck with me until I got a little bit stronger, baby. But you wanted a battle. Now you are up the creek without a paddle. See, I told you some days I would have so many women that if I tried to count them, it would take a year. Look in the back seat. This I know football team I'm driving with some days here. Harmonica. You should have stuck with me. Say, I told you someday you come crawling to me, begging, pleading, scratching, crying crocodile tears. Look at my feet in that, my dog cover. No, it's you are some days here, some days here. Someday ate the baby. Someone ate the baby. It's rather sad to say. Someone ate the baby, so she won't be out to play. She'll never hear her Winnie cry or have to feel if she is dry. We'll never hear her asking why. Someone ate the baby. Someone ate the baby. It's absolutely clear. Someone ate the baby because the baby isn't here. We'll give away her toys and the clothes. We'll never have to wipe her nose, Dad says. That's the way it goes. Someone ate the baby. Someone ate the baby, dear. Frightful thing to hear. Someone ate the baby, though she wasn't very sweet. It was a heartless thing to do. The policemen haven't got a clue. I simply can't imagine who would go and eat the baby. Something missing. I remember I put on my socks. I remember I put on my shoes. I remember I put on my tie that was painted in beautiful purples and blues. I remember I put on my coat to look perfectly grand at the dance. Yet I felt that it's something I may have forgot. What is it? What is it, son of a scoundrel? Big Barney Fitch. He got suddenly rich. He got a big fancy house in Melbourne with buckets of loot and a big black leather boots, acting so naughty and well born. But we of Australia, we are children of convicts, and some of us wear it quite proudly. So as he rides by in his carriage so fine, I wave and I call to him loudly, "Refrain, was your grandma or who was your grandpa there? But were they forgers and the grafter who fell into their grief? If you are born in Australia, I know who you are. You are the son of a scoundrel like me. Maggie got a sweet love baby, and I know that she does adore me, but her parents, they feel it would be a bad deal. They say that she is much too good for me, and as we said goodbye with a tear in her eye, they were smiling and glad of the breaking, but they didn't look so proud when I shouted out loud it will the whole flogging town was awakened. Madam Mary loves the men from the sea. She says that they are good for business. Her daughters are found in the section of town known for a certain truthness that the cops paid a call and the judge says that's all it's time for a new profession. Mary laughs out loud and in front of the crowd says, "Judge, will you answer this question?" Refrain, "Stay out, got to." Stacy Brown got to. Did you hear about this Stacy Brown? No, we didn't, but we would like to. He had every chick in town, so he didn't, but he tried to. He had looks, he had class, do anything to get that little ass, and everybody would shout at him when he walks his girlies past. They said everybody got one, everybody got one. Everybody got one, everybody got one. Stacy Brown got two. Ooh! Do you know that reason of his success? No, we don't. So tell us. They say that he was double blessed, not like you fellas. They say that Stacy Brown was born with it just a little bit deformed. Still his girlfriends say they all wake up smiling every morning, singing everybody got one. Why they are climbing up the wall just to get the Stacy? Young ones run and run, old run ones crawl. He drives us crazy. He got two, and that's a fact, but no one knows where the other ones are. Oh, his elbow on his knee and underneath his hat, singing, everybody got one. He got two, I tell you the truth, it's a fact. No, I ain't seen her, but I know mean. It's a fact. Well, that's what the old lady told me. No, I don't. Why? She knows. Who did she know? How did she know? Maybe somebody told her gossip, maybe. It's gossip. How did she know? Maybe. Just seems like too. I want to talk to that woman. Stop thief. Policeman, help me, please. Someone went and stole my needs. I would chase him down, but I suspect my feet and legs just won't connect. Strange restaurant. I said, I'll take a T-bone steak. A soft voice moved. Oh, whoa. And I looked up and realized the waitress was a cow. I cried, mistake, forget that, the steak. I'll take the chicken then. I heard a cluck. It was just my luck. The busboy was a hen. I said, okay, no, foul today. I'll have a seafood dish. Then I saw it through the kitchen door. The cookie was a fish. I screamed, is there anyone working here? Who is an onion or a beet? No, you are sure? Okay then, friends. Salads, that's what I'll eat. They looked at me. Oh no, they say the owner is a cabbage head. A stupid pencil maker. Some mummy built this pencil wrong. The eraser's down here where the point belongs. And the point's at the top, so it's no good to me. It's amazing how stupid some people can be. Sure hit songwriter's pain. Now I'm hanging round Nashville's writing songs and playing them for all of the stars, watching them laugh and hand them back, living on hope and Hershey's bars. So I brought my guitar and bought a ticket home, and I'm heading for the railway bus. When I seen an old fountain pen laying in the gutter, so I stopped and picked it up. It was worn out, bent and cast aside, Kinda sort of like myself. So I sat down on the curb and wrote a little song that told the world how both of us felt. Then I ran the song down to Music Row, and before I had time to spit, it's pitched and sold and cut for a record and moving up the charts, and damn, it's a hit. So I wrote me Anna the winner. Then I wrote me a smash again, and it's flying off the ground because I knew I found me a sure hit songwriter's band. So the songs just kept on pouring out, and my money kept pouring in. I just couldn't miss. All it took was a twist of my sure hit songwriter's pen. Remember when I won the Grammy? Then I won it again and again. Well, none of it you knew that it was all due to my sure hit songwriter's pen. I was darling with all the ladies, and I was the hero among the men, making big the working rodeos and the TV shows, me and my sure hit songwriter's pen. But then, one night in Wichita, I was just coming off the stage, folk all lined up and did crawl for my autograph. Lord, I was in national rage. One little freckled-faced girl was there. She said, I got some pencils, sir. So I signed it with a songwriter's pen and then handed the pen back to her. 4 o'clock that morning, I wake up with the shakes and the pens were teared in my eyes because, good God, I realized I lost my sure hit songwriter's pen. I offered reward in the papers. I pleaded with a sympathy line and a whole lot of folks and a whole lot of pens, but none of them was mine. So my song got worse and my money ran out, and so did all my so-called friends, and there was no doubt I was nothing without my long lost sure hit songwriter's pen. So I wrote like a stone down old Skid Row where I feed my blues on wine and I rest my chops in a 2-bit flop. And I tell my story for a drink or a try, and I sleep with my shoes underneath my head, and I dream about days back then when I bezeled my name across the sky with my sure hit songwriters pen. Somewhere in Wichita, some little girl who's a freckle Phase 9 or 10 is doing her arithmetic homework tonight with a sure hit songwriter's pen. God bless you, honey. You got yourself my sure hit songwriter's pen. Sylvia's mother being. Sylvia's mother says Sylvia's busy, too busy to come to the phone. Sylvia's mother says Sylvia's trying to start a new life of her own. Sylvia's mother says Sylvia's happy, so why don't you leave her alone? And the operator says 40 cents more for the next 3 minutes. Please, Mrs. Airy. I just got to talk to her. I only keep her a while. Please, Mrs. airy. Just want to tell her goodbye. Sylvia's mother says Sylvia's packing, Sylvia's gone and leaving today. Sylvia's mother says Sylvia's marrying a fella down Galveston Way. Sylvia's mother says please don't say nothing to make her start crying and stay. And the operator says 40 more cents for the next 3 minutes. Please, Mrs. Ori, I have just got to talk to her. I'll only keep her a while. Please, Mrs. Ori, just want to tell her goodbye. Sylvia's mother was Sylvia's hurrying. She's catching the 9 o'clock train. Sylvia's mother says, take your umbrella because Sylvia is starting to rain. And Sylvia's mother says, thank you for calling. And sir, won't you come back again? And the operator says, 40 cents more for the next 30 minutes. Please, Mrs. Audie, I just got to talk to her. I'll only keep her a while. Please, Mrs. Audie, just want to tell her goodbye. Tell me. Tell me I'm clever, tell me I'm kind, tell me I'm talented, tell me I'm cute, tell me I'm sensitive, tell me graceful and wise, tell me I'm perfect, but tell me the truth, testing the bomb. Oh, they're testing the bomb and I'm singing this song. They say not to worry because nothing can go wrong. They are testing the bomb as I'm singing this song. They say not to worry because nothing can. Bagpipe who didn't say no. It was 9 o'clock at midnight at 3:15 when a turtle met a bagpipe on the shore side by the sea, and the turtle said, my dearie, may I hit with you, my very? And the bagpipe didn't say no. Said the turtle to the bagpipe, I have walked this lonely shore, I have walked over to waves and the pebbles, but I have never loved before. Will you marry me today, dear? Is it no? You are going to say dear, but the bagpipe didn't say no. Said the turtle to his darling, please excuse me if I stay, but you have the plattest skin, dear, and you have the strongest hair. If I beg you, pretty please, love, could I give you just one squeeze, love? And the bagpipe didn't say no. Said the turtle to the bagpipe, are you love me? Then confess, let me whisper in your dainty ear and hold you to my chest. And he cuddled her and teased her, and so lovingly he squeezed her. And the bagpipe said, ayoga. And said the turtle to the bagpipe, did you honk or bray or neigh? For Olga, when your kiss is such a heartless thing to say, is it that I have offended? Is it that our love is ended? And the bagpipe didn't say no. Said the turtle to the bagpipe, shall I leave you, darling wife? Shall I waddle off the wood dumb? Shall I crawl out of your life? Shall I move, depart, and go, dear? Oh, I beg you, tell me, no, dear. But the bagpipe didn't say no. So the turtle crept off, trying and crying, and he never came back no more. And he left the bagpipe lying on that smooth and sandy shore. And some night, when tide is low there, just walk up and say hello there, and politely ask the bagpipe if this story really is so. I assure you, darling children, if the bagpipe won't say no. The Ballad of Lucy Jordan. The morning sun touched lightly on the eyes of Lucy Jordan in her white sunburned bedroom in a white suburban town as she lay there beneath the covers dreaming of the thousand lovers. Till the world turned to orange in the room when, spinning round at the age of 37, she realized she would never ride through Paris in the sports car with a warm wind in her hair. So she left her phone keeping ringing as she sat there softly singing little nursery rhymes she had memorized and her daddy's easy chair. Her husband is off to work and the kids are off to school, and there were so many ways for her to spend the day. She could clean the house for hours or rearrange the flowers or run naked through the shady streets screaming all the way. At the age of 37, she realized she would never ride through Paris in the sports car with a warm wind on her hair. So she let the phone keep ringing and she sat there softly singing little nursery rhymes she had memorized in her daddy's easy chair. The evening sun touched gently on the eyes of the Lucy Jordan on the rooftop where she climbed when all the laughter grew too loud, and she bowed and cursed to the man who reached and offered her his hand, and he let her down to the long white car and waited past the crowd. At the age of 37, she knew she would bond forever as she